Hello, greetings to all. Here I have my ancestors with me and my archangels, especially Archangel Metatron. I have this pendant here and these sacred healing herbs, these cloves, rosebuds, and eucalyptus here. And I have incense burning as well. Thank you. Cleansing the message, cleansing the aura of the space. And I have another channeled guided message. So I'm gonna take a breath while I shuffle and cut the deck here. Another breath. Another breath. Some of this card's takes a little more effort. Cut it. So I feel like the intention that I want to set before I even start shuffling is that I am feeling a very positive, radiant energy, and in channeling my solar plexus chakra here, I am feeling like I'm getting this message for someone who is acting on their willpower, someone who is acting on their gifts, someone who is trying to pull out like their talents, their abilities, their gifts, things that they are just naturally good at, because it's a lot of time right now about creation, about artistic expression, um, excuse me, just the energy of like newness, refreshing, um, type of career choices, being more entrepreneurs, being more open. There have been a lot of people who have been going through dark nights of the soul or been going through very dark times in their life, a lot of confusion energy recently. So I feel like some of that is, being put to the back burner, being like cleared away right now. And this is like what's coming in afterwards, what's like, being replaced after things have been taken out. So this is the energy to replace it. So I'm asking that my archangels of the highest vibration of love and light, and my ancestors, and my spiritual team that have given me these gifts to please be with me at this time and only share the messages that need to come out. And thank you so much for this space and this time and this renewed energy as well. And I am going to do a 3 shuffle pick when I use this deck. This is my personal guided messages deck, because I don't want to say it's tarot per se, but these are personal handmade. So let's get started here, and I'm gonna shuffle 3 times. So one, 2, 3. Don't want to bend the card. Tainted beliefs or corrupted seed, and I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Mind, body, soul alignment, or 3 hearts. The brain, heart, and gut. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Pass the baton. And a 1, 2, 2, 3. Seek or seeking shelter. These are interesting messages. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, almost flipped out. Take it with a grain of salt. I'm right. 1, 2, 3. Make the bed, clean up your space. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Spirit, and this was a bookmarked one. Interesting. Spiritual senses. The little corner was bent, so interesting. And 1, 2, 3. Acknowledgement, confirmation. Let me scoot these over a little bit. Very interesting. 1, 2, 3. Slow down or go slower. Okay. 1, 2, 3. A new journey / self-discovery. All right. 1. Sorry, my thumb. 1, 2, 3. Drop your burdens. These are nice cards. Ooh, very nice. 2, 3. Avalanche. I'm gonna pull 3 or shuffle for 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Bottled up / constipated. 1, 2, 3. Choose your own path. And one more card. 1, 2, 3. New sense of direction. And so now I'm going to see if there are, well, I'm going to cut the deck again and see if there are any more messages that want to come out from this way of pulling. Any more messages, please? One card. Thank you, Spirit. And suffocating space. 1, 2, 3, and let me see. 1. Deliver. Oh, this is 2. So deliver a message and hope in a hard time. And I want to see if there are any more cards, because 2 came out in 1. So let me see again. Yeah. A feather in your cap. And let me see if there's any more. I'm just going to ask any more. If there are any more messages that want to come out in 1 card, please. Loyal to a fault. And in or into the thick of it. So that is 6 extra. Let me see if there's another one. Not sure. Let me see. Any more? Yeah. Clarifying communication. So this is very positive, I feel like. Oh, my incense. And so we started off with tainted beliefs / corrupted seed. And then after that was mind, body, soul alignment, or 3 hearts, which is your connection in the physical, the mental, and the spiritual with your brain, your heart, and your gut. So those 3 things have to be in alignment for your mental to be clear. And if your mental is not clear, then it is going to affect how your body functions. And it will also affect how your spirit is using the gifts, like your natural abilities and gifts. So it is something here about you may have tainted beliefs, and it is affecting your mind, body, and soul alignment with these beliefs or corrupted seed. Not sure, maybe someone else may have planted a corrupted seed or tried to give you something that was not pure in intentions, corrupted that way, maybe. And then it had passed the baton right after that. So it is saying like maybe you are doing too much right now and it's tainting your beliefs, or you are around people who are giving you corrupted or tainted beliefs and it's messing up with your mind, body, and soul alignment. So you need to pass the baton. Like, in your life, like do something else, pass the baton, go to a different, person to hand off what you're dealing with, or, you know, stop running the race for so much and just rest. And then seeking shelter right after pass the baton. So again, I think it's something about resting, seeking shelter, or you need to seek shelter from what it is you are currently thinking about, or currently, um, again, maybe if it's an environment that you're around, you need to seek shelter from that, per se. Um, and then take it with a grain of salt. So, if this doesn't resonate, like, you don't have to take it, right? But it is for the people who are feeling like they're out of alignment in their mind, body, and spiritual senses. So yeah, seek shelter and then take it with a grain of salt. And then it says make the bed or clean up your space. So maybe there's something around you needing to protect your space, because salt is also like something about protection. So maybe you are around people who are unprotected in a spiritual sense, or maybe someone around you is causing you to feel unprotected or feel like you don't need to take care of your space. And as they say, like, cleanliness is next to godliness. So if you have a cluttered mind with tainted beliefs and your space is cluttered, then you're not going to feel your mind, body, and soul alignment, and you're not going to feel like you can get messages or, hear from God or your higher power, whatever you call it. So it's saying to, seek shelter, clean up your space, take things with a grain of salt. Could also mean like the people who you're around maybe could be giving you negative feedback and it's corrupting the seed within you. So it's like saying be mindful of what you are taking in, and to, excuse me, and to remember to like go internally and look at your beliefs, look at your space that you're around, and clean up, certain things. Maybe clean up your body with the things you're putting into it, the things you're eating. That's also what like the three hearts thing is about. Like your stomach is also just as important as your heart. So the things that you're putting into your diet, through your fluids, the things that you watch online, maybe that's like affecting your belief system or corrupting you in a sense. If you felt like before, previously, or when you were younger, you were seeing the world differently. So just getting that kind of like message about watching what you're intaking, watching your environment that you're around, and the thoughts that you're thinking at this time. Because right after that, it came out spiritual senses. So this is something that is saying that you have spiritual senses, or things that are like alarms ringing off in your head. Maybe you're a sensitive person, you have sensitivity to people's energy, or the things that people around you are saying. I just feel like my throat is scratchy for some reason. So I'm going to clear the energy really quick with that incense. But some of you are having spiritual senses, and you can pick up through maybe your sensitivity to the foods you eat, or the sensitivity to the things that people give you, or um, maybe someone's given you like bad advice in the past and you went with it, or maybe someone that you are around is not being a positive influence and you have spiritual senses that are picking up on this. So again, like, take the message how it resonates for you. If it doesn't, make sense to you, just leave it. But I feel like I'm talking to people who have been, pushing the things in their life that they feel like is not helping them or holding them back out. So I feel like the spiritual senses could also mean that once you do this and go back into your beliefs and your space and clean things out, then you will feel like your spiritual senses are, pushed more on the forefront, are pushed more to a higher level in your life. So yeah, and then acknowledgement, confirmation. So I feel like, especially right after the spiritual senses card, it's like saying that maybe this message is a confirmation or an acknowledgement to someone who is seeing that they need to change certain things, or maybe if they had like a second guessing or a doubting about someone in their life or about something that they needed to do, to go within and use your spiritual senses, and you will get the acknowledgement or confirmation if this message is not the acknowledgement or confirmation enough for you at this time. So, and then right after that is slow down or go slower. So this card, I feel like, is saying that for you to get the confirmation or your spiritual sense to feel like fully in effect, like to just go slower and slow down with the things in your life. And then the next three after that was, a new journey / self-discovery. So with the slow down or go slower card, and then a new journey or self-discovery, it's saying that once you do this, once you go within, or stop second guessing yourself, maybe, you will go on a new journey in your life. You will have a different perspective about certain things, and you will not have so much maybe resistance. Maybe there are some people who are having doubts just because there is resistance in the first place. So it is very necessary to slow down. See, even myself speaking quickly, to slow down or go slower. And then avalanche. So maybe this is speaking to someone who is going on a new journey in their life, and it creates an avalanche of new experiences, or it creates an avalanche of just new experiences, new senses, new ways of living life. Because an avalanche is like something that starts at the top, obviously, something that starts big, like one big boulder, or something covered in snow, whatever, something that is really big, and it like goes down, and picks up speed as it goes down, and it brings other things with it, and it also like gets bigger as it goes down the mountain, because it's collecting other things as it's like creating speed, it's creating momentum. So if you do go within and clean up, like it was saying in the beginning, then you will go on a new journey, or you will embark on a journey of self-discovery, and it will avalanche and create more new experiences, more senses of fulfillment, more things to be grateful for. For example, people who do affirmations like once a day, or when they wake up or before they go to work, normally continue on with their affirmations over time, and it solidifies within them, like the power of the tongue. Words do have power. So just an example, like maybe using affirmations could help you start a new journey, or help you in your self-discovery journey, and it will avalanche into something bigger, something more positive, more type of experiences that bring in gratitude. So just an example. And then after avalanche, it says drop your burdens. So I feel like these three, one after another, is saying that when you go on this new journey, it will avalanche into more things that will help you in your self discovery, in your sense of going within and creating the type of person that you want to be instead of letting your environment dictate that, and it will help you drop your burdens. So that was the other three after. And then I believe, yeah, it was bottled up constipated. So with that card coming out after avalanche and drop your burdens, it could also mean that you have a lot of things still bottled up, or some things that are internally constipated, spiritually, with maybe you are, let's just say, taking in a lot of energy, and it's causing you to just hold on and absorb too much, and you're not able to attract the things that you really want. So you are maybe bottled up energetically, or it could mean that you are not expressing enough, so you're emotionally constipated. So like, take it how it resonates, obviously. Or could, very well mean a physical constipation here, because it was talking about the three hearts: the brain, the heart, and the gut. Excuse me. Maybe that's confirmation for someone. But yeah, bottled up or constipated. So before that being drop your burdens. So I think maybe some people who are seeing this message, when they drop their burdens, the things that are bottled up or constipated will also be released, or vice versa. Something is bottled up or constipated, and it is a part of your burdens that you're carrying, which is making you feel bottled up or constipated. So once you drop your burdens, you will feel that release, right? And then I believe it is choose your own path was next. And then after that was new sense of direction. So once you release, or once you do the things that you need to do emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, you will feel like you have a new sense of direction. And for some of you, maybe it's just to choose your own path, and then you will find your new sense of direction in choosing your own path. And I'm picking up like family, like it's in the family, like family business or family careers, or something that was expected of you from your family, like, oh well, this is what your parents did, so you're gonna do this, or this is the family business, so you have to tag along and like chuck out your dreams, type of thing. So I'm picking up that maybe some of you just need to stand up and choose your own path, and you will stop feeling bottled up or constipated, and you will have a new sense of direction. So those are the three after. And then from the channeled polls, see if there are any more messages. So this is in reverse. All right. So then it came out suffocating space. So like I said, maybe it was someone who was dealing with family expectations or family burdens, or maybe just trauma, like family trauma that was given to someone else, or like a family responsibility with where they wanted you to go in life, and they wanted you to follow in their footsteps. So maybe you feel like you're in a suffocating space because of this. And then after was deliver a message. So maybe some of you need to deliver this message. Maybe some of you need to take your own path and tell other people, like deliver the message to someone, to say like, hey, this is what I want to do. Maybe if you feel like you can't say it to them, maybe write it in a letter and deliver it that way. Because I know there are some people who come from not so loving families, or not so kind people or not so gracious environments, like you make one mistake and you get reprimanded for it, or sensing like people just not being able to fully express themselves, or not being able to fully express their own sense of direction. So maybe it's needed to deliver a message in that aspect, to just like clear the energy and say, hey, this is what I want to do, this is the path I want to take. um, you know, just energy around like disappointing others or disappointing family um, is like heavy in this message. So I feel like, deliver a message, tell people what you really want to do. And then after that was hope in a hard time. So maybe it could mean that you get a message delivered that is hope in a hard time, or deliver a message to someone else that gives them hope in a hard time. Not sure. Take it how it resonates, obviously, but maybe you finding, because how it looks here is the one on top was new sense of direction and then hope in a hard time. So maybe you choosing a new sense of direction is what gives you hope during this hard time that you feel like you're in, during this or in this suffocating space that you feel you're in. Maybe just choosing something for yourself will give you hope in the hard time that you feel like you're facing. And then right after that is a feather in your cap. And this was pulled in a previous message that I did. And it was basically the concept of something in your life may be difficult, but you could also use it as a lesson, or use like alchemy to transform or transmute the energy into becoming something that is a feather in your cap after experiencing it. Or how they say, like, this will just become a tool in your tool belt. Similar type of phrasing there. But yeah, feather in your cap. I feel like some of the people who are seeing this may be experiencing, like, again, like just this feeling of resistance, or feeling like mentally blocked, like they can't fully make the decision. So and my incense just went out. So it's like a sense of using whatever you're going through to your advantage, right? And then it says loyal to a fault was pulled after that. So maybe something that will become a feather in your cap is to remain loyal to yourself instead of others. Because loyal to a fault is like, you think of like dogs. Like, they are dependent on their owners, and the whole thing about man's best friend, like someone who is just there with whoever is taking care of them, even if they abuse them, even if they don't give them attention, even if they yell and mistreat the animal. It's like the dog will still be there, wagging its tail after a little bit of time, just because they know that they get their needs from their owner, even if it's an abusive owner, for example, right? So that's something about being loyal to a fault. And as we know, over time, a lot of breeds, especially, have been like looked down upon, or have been labeled a certain type of aggressive behavior, or a certain type of unsafe breed because of their owners. And then the dogs take on, whatever the energy is from their owner, and they are loyal to a fault. So sometimes, maybe just looking at it through that lens of a dog, like, are you a dog that is like loyal to your owner whenever they call you, whenever they are around you in your space, whenever they need something from you, or whenever they want to feel attention, or um, entertained by something? Maybe it's something about people entertaining people that are not loyal to them, so you are loyal to a fault. So maybe just something to think about there. But definitely something about being loyal to the wrong people or loyal to the wrong things in your life, loyal to a fault. Um, and that also talks about like boundaries, like making sure that you are speaking up for yourself, making sure that you're going in your own direction instead of someone who is just telling you what to be or how to act. So yeah, loyal to a fault. And then it said after that, into or in the thick of it. So maybe some people again are loyal to a fault because of the environments that they're in or the people that they're around that give them a sense of direction or give them a sense of security in some way. I don't know if it's financial or emotional security or um physical security. I'm not sure, but just something about you being in the thick of it right now, and you need to really like prioritize what your needs are and what you actually want instead of letting other people or your environment dictate that. And then you become loyal to a fault while you're in the thick of it. And then clarifying communication. So maybe this is the clarifying communication that someone needs, or maybe there is clarifying communication that someone is about to receive from someone in their life, for example, or maybe there is um, just some type of clarifying communication that will come in to help you get out of the thick of it and help it become a feather in your cap, maybe, or just give you hope in a hard time. And before there was a saying deliver a message, so maybe because this is the last card that I pulled, maybe there's someone who's coming in to deliver a message that will give clarifying communication. So again, take it how it resonates, but yeah, that is what I have for this message. I hope it receives you well, and keep going. You're doing fantastic, whoever is seeing this, and peace.